Hola, hola mi gente! Welcome back. I'm Jay Franco, and in this week's Innovative Insight, I'm going to share with you why you're doing your vision board all wrong and what you should be doing instead. Stay tuned. Hola, welcome back mi gente. I'm Jay Franco, and as I was mentioning to you, I'm going to share with you why you're doing your vision board all wrong. Let's talk about what a vision board is. And I know that you've probably seen this all over the internet on every social media platform. You've also probably already seen it, with your friends, and they're having vision board parties left and right, and they usually start off right towards the last week of the year or the first week of the year, and they start getting all of this together. So why should your vision board? So one of the reasons why you should vision board is because it really provides clarity on what you want in your life. It also helps to affirm your intention. So whatever it is that you want in life, you now know how to really be intentional towards that vision. And the third reason is that it keeps you focused. It helps you really, visualize exactly where you're going, what you're doing, so that you know where your road takes you, where your road in life is gonna go. Proverbs 23:7, it says, "Whatever a man thinks in his heart, he shall become." So if you think that in your heart, if you really visualize, and the goal of a vision board is really to start getting you to visualize and really taking what you have in your heart out and start creating affirmations, you can really know exactly what you'll become in life. If that's what you really want, then that's exactly what you should be doing. True story. I used to be really involved in the bodybuilding industry, and one of my favorite bodybuilders of all times, other than Jack LaLanne, was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did you know that Arnold Schwarzenegger literally put up pictures all throughout his bedroom of bodybuilders? Because he really wanted to create an image of what he wanted to become in life. And lo and behold, he's one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. He's also one of the most inspiring and influential bodybuilders of all time. Everyone in the fitness industry really always sees him as the father of bodybuilding, or, that person of aspiration. So what you surround yourself with, what you put up in your vision, that image becomes so clear in your mind that you will become that in your life. I see a lot of vision boarding going on the internet, on YouTube, on social media, and everywhere I turn it seems like there's vision boards everywhere right at this time of the year. But did you know that you're doing them wrong? I recently was going through a bunch of videos, and I was cleaning my room, going through everything, and I had this determination to get a vision board done, but I didn't want to do a vision board just like other years. In other years, I've created it on a huge cardboard, and it usually gets placed in my office somewhere, and then as I changed my office, it got placed somewhere else, and then one year I had this great idea to put it in my closet. Yeah, wrong place, right? So my idea was that if I walk into my walk-in closet every day, I'll see it. Well, what happened is that I just started putting and hanging all these purses right in front of my vision board, and that just quite didn't work out well that year. So there went my vision. So if it's out of sight, out of mind, I don't create the image of who I want to become in life. So I was watching a YouTube video, as I was saying, while I was cleaning, and I ran across, I think it was Adrienne, the cheetah girl. That's in my head. That's how I think of her. I don't really ever think of her as Adrienne Houghton, who married Israel Houghton. I don't think of her that way. I always think of Adrienne as a cheetah girl. So I was watching how she did a vision board party with her friends, and at the same time, she was talking about her vision board, and she was talking about those things and the elements that she put in there. And I felt like they weren't very intentional. I felt like she put up, fashionista things, or yes, I get the fact that she used some words in there like boss woman, or, things. And there were a couple of images that really did resonate, that said, oh, I know where she wants to do in life. I know that, she wants to record a record with her husband. I know that she wants to have, her own line and, little things like that. But the rest of the board was just kind of like what typically I've experienced before in a vision party. A few years back, me and my girlfriends did that. And I was very, very intentional about what I did and what I put in my vision board. But it didn't stay up very long. However, what my other friends put, they made it more of something cutesy and fun and frilly and beautiful words, and that's what their intention was. So that's where you're going wrong. You're going at a vision board with the wrong intention. The first thing you need to be doing is to be specific. And this is something I learned from listening to Terry Savelle Foy over and over and over again. Be specific. I remember when I was a kid, I listened to Paulino Bernal, and he was like really huge on revivals, and he was really big in the valley, and he would go from campaña to campaña, and he would talk about how we need to ask God exactly for what we want. I remember very specifically that Paulino was on the radio, and I was listening to him, and he was talking about how a person asked God for a bike. Well, the person got the bike they asked for. They asked God for a bike and they got it. But the problem with that was that when they got the bike, the person was like, oh, that's not the color I wanted. That's definitely not what I wanted. It's not really how I like it. Well, that's because you didn't ask, So make sure that you're very, very, very specific with what you're asking, with what your intention is, with what your vision is. If you want to be a public speaker, really, put it out there and say, I want to speak at a TED Talk. That's one of my visions. My vision is to speak at a TED Talk. One of my visions is to have influence. So much influence that I've gotten to the point where I know exactly where I want to be featured. I want to be featured in Forbes. So get into the habit of really being intentional and specific with everything you want. If you want a bicycle, make sure that you say, I want a red bicycle with blue streamers, exactly how you want it, with these type of, spokes. And I don't really know about bicycles, but hey, get to the point, get intentional about what your vision is. Make sure that your vision is super clear about what you want in life and what you want to accomplish in life. Also, break it down by area of your life. So for me, it's about business, personal, spiritual, and finance. I want to make sure that my goals and my vision is very specific. I want to live a very abundant life. I want to be completely debt-free. So that's something that I wrote down, and I wrote out my debt, and I literally canceled it out. And I'm like, it's paid in full. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I will never be in debt ever again. I will be completely and utterly abundant. I have written down a specific amount of what I want to make as my income this coming year. I have that long-term goal, but I also have the goal and the vision for this exact year. So for this exact year, I want to make $175,000 this year in income. Last but not least, write it down as if it has passed. A lot of times in your vision board, we project as in like, oh, in the future I want to become a public speaker. In the future, I want to become this person. No. Write it and paste it on your vision board as if you are that person. Start living that life right now. And one of the reasons why is because you start using your words to create affirmations to bring that into action and bring that into fruition. How do you get started with your vision board? The first thing you do is write out your vision. If you write it before you start cutting things and cutting pictures and getting it all assembled, it just makes it more clear. Write exactly who you want to become, what you want to accomplish in life, what your vision is. Write it all out. Once you're done writing it for your life or for just this year, make sure that you find pictures that resemble your end result. So for me, it was public speaking. I found a picture of a woman speaking in front of a crowd. So that is my end result. That is what I want to accomplish this year. Finally, write affirmations to that vision board. So instead of just having your vision board and putting all the pretty pictures on there and creating that vision of what you want to become in life, make sure that you're also writing down affirmations. Start declaring your affirmations. So for me, in my vision board, and I'll tell you the reason why I put it in here, I say my income is this much. One of the things that I want to accomplish this year is to build an online course and also have $5,000 online income. I've broken it down also, so I know exactly that this is my end result. At the end of the year, I would have already successfully done an online course. At the end of the year, I'm earning already $5,000 in online income. But one of my affirmations that I'm creating for myself is, I'm highly focused on my dreams and goals. I attract God-inspiring ideas that produce millions of dollars. I speak to millions of people. I will be featured in Forbes magazine. So those are things that I'm speaking into existence, but I even went so far to rewrite a few of them and say, I am featured in Forbes magazine. I have influence, because that's one of the things that I want. Make sure that you're going through your affirmations daily while you're looking at this. So what do you do with your vision board after you're done with it? One of the reasons why I put my vision board in my planner, and if you guys have already seen some of my other videos, I talk about, my planner and my Bujo and how I bullet journal everything. I carried my bullet journal with me everywhere I went last year, and this year it is with me at all times. It's with me in the morning when I wake up, it's with me at night so that I can review exactly what my work day looks like the day before. It's with me when I'm paying bills, because I have written down my plan to be debt free in here. It is broken down by payment, by type, by day, by everything. So guess what? I'm already actioning and creating those goals that I need to get to that vision so much faster. So one of the reasons why I put it here is because, again, like I said, I have it with me every single day. So as I open it during lunch, when I'm out in the field working, I open it up and I have it before me. I literally just prop it up like this, and I'm eating my meal and I'm looking at it over and over and over again. And in my head, I'm going through my affirmations over and over and over again. Make sure that you take your affirmations and you write them all down for your vision board. So see your vision and create affirmations for every picture in there so that you can start manifesting it into your life. The Word of God says that you need to declare your end before your beginning. And I'm really into that. It's in Isaiah, just in case you wanted to find out. I'll drop it in the description in there. And I'll also include a few others that talk about declaring your vision and declaring the end and declaring all of His greatness for you in this vision. Make sure that you take your affirmations with you. I go a little step further, and I happen to record myself saying those affirmations over and over. Any moment that I can open this up and view it, I also have it recorded on my notes as a recording so that I can play it with my AirPods in over and over and over again while I'm watching my vision board, while I'm eating, while I'm, tasking. Even when I'm driving in the car, I play it a couple of times just to keep going over and over again. Sometimes you won't be able to open this up and watch it over and over again, but you can play your affirmations over and over on your phone. And what you will do is, you can play them, close your eyes, and visually see your board and walk into the direction of your vision. Last but not least, take each vision now that you've made it very clear who you want to become in life, who you want to become in 2019. Take every single picture in here and create a goal for each one of these. If you want to know more about goal setting, make sure that you watch the video that I released last week about goal setting hacks and how to use a SMART technique to really develop and plan out your goals. Take each vision, turn it into a goal, and then write the necessary steps that are needed to achieve that goal. Once you write the necessary steps, now what you're going to do is you're going to do daily activities that get you to accomplish each one of those goals. So create them as like duties or activities that you must do every single day, so that by the end of 2019, you are who you envisioned who you want to be. I can't wait to know exactly what your vision board looks like. If you have done a vision board, drop it in the comments right now and let me know how has that helped you in the comments. If you've been considering doing a vision board and you're not really quite sure on how or where to get started, I hope that this video is really helping you to set yourself up for success in 2019. Drop it in the comments and let me know if this video is really helping you with that. As always, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. I bring you weekly innovative insight to launch you further in 2019. Let's get your business started and on fire. Y como siempre, mi gente, nos vemos la próxima semana.